Hello, AniCod here. If you know who I am, welcome back. If you don't know who I am, I make Rainbow Six Siege videos once a week around my other content, generally blowing stuff up or making something stupid. But in this video, we're going to be testing out the Compensator. Now, if you remember my last video, if you haven't seen it, then I've got a card above right now. I don't really give the Compensator much credit, and I think the reason behind that is after testing the other attachments, they just seem to be so much better. I'm going to get so much hate for this video because I know there's some serious Compensator lovers out there, but all I'm doing is giving you the figures, and it's up to you to make your own mind up if you want to use them or not. So what does the Compensator actually do then? Well, it reduces the recoil spread over time for rapid firing. So does this mean aiming down sight, or does it mean hip firing? Well, that's exactly what we're going to test out, and then we're going to try and think of a few scenarios where the Compensator would be better than any other attachment. You might have to help me in the comments down below with that one. If you want to see more videos like this, feel free to subscribe, and every time I upload one of these videos, it'll pop up on your recommended. If you enjoyed the video, learned anything new, or you're just a general legend, then you can smash that like button as well, and it lets me know I'm doing a good job. So we'll get straight into the first test then, and I've chosen to use Mavericks AR-15 assault rifle. Reason being, it's a really good all-round weapon. It's got a really fast fire rate at 750, and I think if we can't make the Compensator work with 750 fire rate, then we're probably not going to make it work on any other weapon, to be fair. So this one then is a close and medium range ADS, and this is without any muzzle attachments whatsoever. I also do exactly the same thing, as you can see here now, with the Compensator fitted. If you've noticed the flash when the Compensator's fitted, this is the same with every weapon. It changes the flash from like a star shape to a more rounded shape, and that's a good way to see what muzzle attachment people are using, maybe in kill screens or something like that. Anyway, that's the two testings finished, and we're going to get the results up right now for you so you can see what's going on. And as you can see, if you look at the patterning on the wall, it's not an awful lot of difference, to be fair. That's ADSing without trying to compensate the recoil, and as you can see, that's probably nothing. So we also do another test as well, and this one's hip firing, and we do pretty much the same test again, but this time shoot little groupings instead of full auto full mag groupings. Now you might think, well, the Compensator works by reducing recoil spread over time for rapid firing, which means you got to get a lot of rounds down range before it starts to steady out. Well, you're right, but if you remember from my last video, we also tested other barrel attachments, and they did things that wasn't advertised they were supposed to do either. So I thought we'll try it, we'll give it a go and see if we learn something new. So as you can see, we're doing the usual, and we're just firing roughly 3 shots, a short, medium, and we'll even push this one out to a long range. Since we're only firing 3 or 4 shots for each group, I don't think we're going to get too much of a spread that we can't measure it, so we're going to give it a go anyway and see exactly how it goes. Now I'm not going to make you watch it with a Compensator as well. This one is without the Compensator, as you can see, and if you remember what I said about the flash, then you can see for yourself that it's without a Compensator as well. So that's what it looks like with a Compensator, and this is what the comparison looks like. Now if I were you, I would ignore the top right hand side. One bullet tended to go astray with the Compensator, and that's what caused the massive grouping. If it wasn't for that, then it'd be roughly the same size as the others. The rest of them, it looks almost identical. I'd say there's probably no difference there. We kind of already knew that were going to happen anyway, but I just thought I'd show you just to prove it. I don't know who's hip firing full auto full mags. I'm not entirely sure who's doing that, but I've got a feeling that that's going to be the only place that we see any sort of improvement. So that's what we're going to try next, and as you can see, we're going to stand on our little line here and fire at the usual wall. This is without the Compensator fitted, obviously, and all I'm going to do is hold the recoil into roughly the same area. So I'm going to do the same with the Compensator, and I'll get the comparison so we can see exactly what's going on. Now I thought I handled the recoil pretty well, to be fair, so we should get quite an accurate representation. And as you can see, the Compensator on the left, it is slightly tighter than the base on the right, so yeah, you do get kind of improvement over time. Again, I'm not sure who's hip firing full auto, full mags, but that has proven to be the only thing that makes any kind of difference, which is a bit of a shame. I'm not 100% sure, and I'm going to be careful what I say here because I'm probably going to get quite a lot of dislikes on this video, but I'm not entirely sure why a lot of people use Compensator, to be fair. I'm not seeing the advantages myself. Obviously, I'd rather run with a Compensator than no attachment at all, but if I had to choose, it would either be the flash hider or the muzzle brake, I think, purely because of the results that we found on my best attachments video. If you haven't seen it, I'll put it in a card above. Again, it's the same video I put in a card earlier on, but if you want to watch it, it's there. Now, if you use Compensator, I'm really sorry, and I'm sorry that these probably haven't been the results you were expecting, but I can only give you the results that I found. Remember, I get these videos out weekly. It can be anything to do with Rainbow Six Siege, so if there is anything you want me to make or anything to test, just let me know in the comments down below and I'll get straight onto it. If you've made it this far, then you're a god, and thank you, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.